Exciting news! There's no mud in Mississippi mud pie. Now there may not be any mud in this pie, but there sure is a lot of chocolate. The first thing we need to do is make the base for the pie, and for that I've got 75 grams of butter and about 300 grams of Oreo cookies. If you can't get Oreo cookies, use Bourbon biscuits or something similar. Pop the bickies in a plastic bag, so they look a bit like poker chips, and then crush them with a heavy object. Now I'm not going to use my head again, I learnt my lesson last time. Once your biscuits have had a really good trampling, turn them out into a bowl. You'll probably need to turn the bag inside out and scrape it off the inside of the bag, because the cream in the cookies makes it stick to the bag. This is so messy. Get your kids to do this. When you're satisfied that you've made as much mess as you can possibly make, clean up the bits. Now melt the butter and add it into the biscuits. And mix well with a spoon. I think that's thoroughly mixed. Now get yourself a 9-inch cake tin, preferably with a pop-up bottom. This is a non-stick one, so I don't need to pre-grease it. I'll pour the cake mix in the bottom, spread it around a bit, and I'll press it into a layer on the bottom of the tin, and I also want to push some up the sides a bit as well. Press it nice and firmly onto the base, and you can see I've created about 1 inch of biscuit base up the side of the tin. Alrighty, now I'm going to pop this in the fridge to chill for about 15-20 minutes. Now for the filling, I've got 150 grams of soft brown sugar, 75 grams of butter, 3 tablespoons of golden syrup, 100 grams of plain chocolate, 3 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla flavouring. Put the sugar and the eggs in a large bowl and beat them together. After about 5 minutes of beating, you can add in the golden syrup and the vanilla flavouring and beat it for a couple more minutes. Right, now to deal with the chocolate. Melt together the butter and the chocolate in a bowl over a pan of boiling water. Don't let the water touch the bottom of the bowl though. Dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Once it's all nice and smooth and melty, pour it into the egg and sugar mix and mix well. That looks pretty well mixed. Now pour it into the chilled biscuit base. Now I'll bake this in the oven at 180 degrees C for about 30 to 35 minutes until it's set. Now while I wait for the cake to bake, I'm going to make some chocolate curls. And I've got a bar of chocolate here, dark chocolate. I'm just warming it up in my hand. And then I'll take a vegetable peeler and just pull it slowly through the chocolate. Whoop. The more melty the chocolate, the better the curl will be. Which means it's good to keep swapping the sides backwards and forwards. I think I'm about done here. Look at the state of me. Now I've cleaned up, I'm going to pop these in the fridge to chill them. After about 30-35 minutes, the cake should be set. Now I'll leave this for about an hour to cool. Once it's cooled, we can spring it from the tin and carefully slide it onto a serving plate. Now at this point you're going to need a topping for the pie, and you can go to all the trouble of making, say, a chocolate custard, but I just like to break out with the cream. So I've got this 10-ounce tub of double cream, or you can use whipping cream, and I'll put it in this large bowl and then whip it up. Once it's nice and thick and stiff, you're ready to go. Fna. Now smother the pie with the cream. Go right up to the edge of the pie. Then when it's covered, you can sprinkle on your chocolate curls. Time to serve. Mississippi mud pie. It's mud-tastic. Now if that's not chocolatey enough for you, you can always whip a few tablespoons of cocoa powder in with your cream. Join me next time in Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli Nihan. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz. Khuda